Chosen ones, why codependency will never work for us. Codependency is not our friend. If you recognize codependency in any type of situation, walk away if you must. We as chosen ones operate in an interdependent manner in which not many people are familiar with. We have been alone and been doing this thing called life mostly alone. It is not because there isn't any options. There's plenty, but we tend to choose alone most of the time. Because we know if we just choose any option, we would be settling for less. And a lot of these options will rather hinder us than help us, and which will have a negative effect on our mission work and may set us back instead of forward. Therefore, codependency is foreign to us. But codependency is what surrounds us and what we usually see in the world as the perceived normal. Most average relationships today operate in such manner, whether that is romantic relationships, friendships, business relations, and family dynamics. Codependency usually exists. We as chosen ones do not have the time to have a codependent relationship because for us, our mission and our commitment to God is on our highest priority list. The average people do not operate in such way. Some wouldn't understand it. Many wouldn't even realize there's anything wrong in what they do. For us, a codependent relationship will suck our life force energy dry. It will be a detriment for us, our soul, and our mission work. If we find ourselves dealing with a codependent person, expect them to want more and more from you. Expect them to expect a lot from you. Expect them to rely on you to make them happy, to make them feel better, to do the work for them. These kind of relationships are not compatible for chosen ones, because these relations will cause us to lose what makes us an individual, our individual self. We stand on our own, and if we choose anyone to be in our lives, they must be capable and able to stand alone themselves if necessary. That's the key in recognizing if someone is codependent. A key identifier is that they aren't capable either to stand alone, solve their own problems, be alone, or self-reflective of their own self. These codependent people are in relationships for all the wrong reasons. Their reasoning for being in any type of relationship is benefits. Their thinking is driven by, what can I get from this? What is the benefit of being in relation with this person? These dynamics are not built to last in the long term. It will not have long-term success because the foundation is not genuine, not real, not authentic to the parties involved. It is formed in a foundation of gains. What do I gain from this? It is transactional. Transactional is not only in the sense of business, but transactional can be any type of need. Codependent people are energy vampires because they look towards others to fix their problems, to help them, to make them happy, and so on. These kind of people will use almost anything against you, to do as they wish, to ensure they receive their supply and their need fulfilled. Now, I'm not painting codependent as all bad people. Honestly, a lot of codependent people don't even realize they are codependent because it is their norm and what they think is normal in relationships. These are just outdated patterns of behaviors and outdated dynamics that were probably the leading example that was presented throughout their lives. Therefore, some codependent people cannot see the error of their ways and the true meaning of a healthy relationship dynamic because it was never demonstrated to them in their environment. But as in all healing journeys, no matter what cards we have been given, it is our responsibility to do the healing and the work on self. Especially if you identify as a chosen one. Sometimes it's harder for us to remove those that are codependent because of who we are naturally. It's almost as if when we show up, we are the embodiment and the key to their healing and how they can improve themselves. But instead of doing the work, they tend to latch onto that healing energy. That's how people drain our life force. That's why energy vampires need to feed, because they avoid doing the work. If they don't choose the healing work for themselves, then we must choose to release them. Especially if we have shown them the way towards healing that codependent nature. We as chosen ones cannot allow others to bring us down with them. Recognize when you know you have done all you can in the situation and that only people as themselves are getting in their own way. That's when you know your time is done here. If people cannot choose to grow with you, we must release that weight they hold upon us. It's not that we as chosen ones don't have same desires as normal people, because we do. We wish that people can choose to help themselves, because when they do so, they will be able to remain in association with us. We as chosen ones don't necessarily always enjoy when we must cut people off or remove ourselves. It's a matter of loyalty and commitment to ourselves, to God, to our spiritual work. And we know that it is far more valuable and more important than our own personal pleasures or desires. The antidote to codependent relations is having strong boundaries if you must stick around these people. But you must ensure that these codependent people understand and respect your boundaries. That is when they will start to learn their codependent nature. We as humans are creatures of habit, and we will seek and gravitate towards what is familiar. So if a codependent person chooses not to evolve, then slowly they will seek others that are familiar, that engage in codependent dynamics. Therefore, as long as you kept your boundaries strong and high, they were shown and learned that they cannot receive what they wish to benefit from you. They will slowly back off. Stand your ground. I hope you like this message. Thanks for listening and receiving this message. Please take what you need and let go of the rest. If you have enjoyed this content and it resonates, please support in any way you can. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in working with me as a life coach, or if you need more information about my coaching services and my specialties, please email me. My email is down below. I'd be happy to give you more information. And I wish for all to find what they're seeking.